Hey everyone, so we wanted to come on and do a little podcast episode live for you guys. Tonight we're just going to be discussing a day in the daily life of Greyson.
And when we're done, we have a couple announcements we want to make, so
yes,
stay tuned.
Yes.
All right, let's rock and roll, girl.
Let's start.
Hi, and welcome to Autism, Building the Puzzle, one piece at a time. My name is Sean, and I'm your host. And with me, as usual, my wonderful wife, Alexandria.
Hey everyone.
Super excited to be here today.
Mm-hmm.
We got a fun little episode here where we're going to basically cover the day in the life of Greyson Alexander Guthrie.
Greyson the Great.
Somebody might be a little more excited than this for this episode than you are, but
I'm excited.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, we have good days every day. So
yeah,
it's interesting.
His schedule's intense at times.
Yes,
but,
yes.
But yeah. So with that, you want to kick off the morning?
So,
or should I?
We're probably going to tell two different stories. I'll tell it Sean's way. So some days Sean gets up with Greyson and Alex is sleeping still. It depends. But no, we wake up in the morning. Greyson, we give him his iPad.
Yeah, he's probably up at what?
It varies.
On average, I would say.
Now it's like 9:30.
No, not that. I wouldn't
Today
say
was
that.
9.
Yeah. But he hasn't been sleeping good the past couple of days, so.
Yeah, and we had to push back therapy from 9 o'clock because he was sleeping till 8:59
I would
o'clock.
say the most common time is probably like 8:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
between 8:30
the
and
past, I would say, week, he's been a little off with the full moon last
Mm-hmm.
week. So,
yeah, we'll talk about that too.
Yeah. So, so he's been getting up a little later the past week.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I would say that's probably most common around 8:30.
Yeah.
And we were having therapy at
9. Mm-hmm. But we pushed that back just because he wasn't getting his time in the morning before therapy to kind of like just wake up and get situated, have his time on his iPad, do what he wants to do and get that out of the system before he started working.
Yeah, so basically we felt he was, struggling a little bit in the beginning of therapy or transitioning right into therapy because he was still kind of acclimating to the day.
Right.
So pushing that back, we saw a huge difference. So
huge difference in us too, because I remember the one day, so Sean, this is such a funny story. Sean wakes up and he's like, babe, we overslept. I'm like, oh my gosh. So then a couple days comes and
that was because Greyson was up half the night too. But.
Yeah, and he was still sleeping in the morning, so nobody woke up. We were all still sleeping. So then a couple days goes by and we wake up. Sean wakes me up in the morning and he's like, babe, we did it again. And it felt exactly like Home Alone. When they oversleep past their alarm clock to get to the airport. It was exactly like that. And I'm like, and he's like, Ed's here. And I'm like, where is he? And he's like, he's here. I'm like standing at our bedroom door. Like, where is he? Like, not even dressed. So he was knocking on the door, but yeah, it was funny. So we're like, we gotta push this back. So
his new schedule, his therapy starts at 10.
Mm-hmm.
But kind of like an overview of the morning with his supplement routine. As soon as he wakes up, he's got to have his probiotic. Mm-hmm. They wanted on an empty stomach, so we have to give him we give him a half a bottle of rice and hemp milk. Mm-hmm. Mixed together, half and half.
He's been off cow's milk now for I guess about 2.5 years. I guess now.
2.5, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah.
I don't know how he drinks it because it's disgusting.
But that's what he knows. So, and I'm so happy we cut it out. That early. Thank God.
So So and then in that time period, we kind of let him roam around, do his thing, watch his iPad.
Yeah, change his diaper, get him all. Because usually he doesn't go to the bathroom all night until after that first bottle. Yeah.
Get him dressed for therapy. And then I would say anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour after. It depends on what time he wakes up to.
Yeah.
He'll get his second bottle, which is his first round of his supplements. And it's kind of like the big supplement. Bottle of the day. He gets a multivitamin. I'm not going to go through all the brands and stuff, but DMG, fish oil, multivitamin, Instatol, B12,
methylfolate, mineral drops.
And mineral drops, yeah.
Yeah.
He gets everything that first bottle.
Yeah.
We want to get that in him early in the day, so.
Yeah, because he has an afternoon dose too, so it can't be too close together. So
it could actually cause a negative effects if we do them too close together.
Yeah, because the DMG is pretty potent, so. Yeah.
And so it's important to make sure we spread them out.
Yeah.
And then
therapy starts pretty much
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Roughly. Mm-hmm. He usually eats his breakfast and / yogurts.
Sometimes during therapy.
The
last couple days he hasn't been eating a meal during therapy, but usually, it just depends on if he's hungry or not that day. Yeah. So.
And we don't have like a
meal.
Set
it's 11 o'clock. He has to eat breakfast
or a specific time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of times he doesn't eat normal breakfast food for breakfast.
Well, no, he used to eat oatmeal every day, and then I think he got tired of that. I mean, who wouldn't? So now, I let him eat whatever. I mean, I used to eat before school at 6:30 a.m. turkey, mashed potatoes, and stuffing. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter.
Chicken and mashed potatoes is one of Greyson's favorites.
Yeah. So funny.
And I would say throughout the day, it's sporadic. Mm-hmm. It's spread out through the day. He has probably anywhere from 4 to 6 yogurts a day.
Yeah, he's cut back on that actually a lot, though.
Yeah, we've cut him back.
He's not having as much as that.
Tried to,
Which, people would say, oh my God, that's a lot of yogurt. But you have to remember, he eats no junk food.
No pizza.
He drinks no juice.
No candy.
No, it's just milk, water, and meals and veggies. So I don't mind if he has a few yogurts a day. That to me is really not a big deal. And it's a great probiotic. It's great for the gut. I buy ones with low sugar so it doesn't affect the autism because sometimes symptoms can get worse with that, as we know. So yeah. And then during therapy, he gets no iPad at all. So he used to, then we faded that out.
Yeah. And then heading in towards the middle of the day, I would say like right after therapy. So 12, 12 to maybe 3, 4. We usually give him a little downtime with the iPad after
just
therapy's
from
over.
Working, he works so hard.
He works so hard. I'm kind of.
He needs reward.
Do that, and he usually eats some of his snacks at that time. It's most days, not every day, but most days he requests them around that time.
Right.
Let's see. And then he has lunch usually later in the afternoon because he eats his breakfast late.
Yeah, and then he needs that bottle
3
too,
o'clock
that afternoon bottle.
Yep. So he gets another round of Instatol mineral drops.
DMG.
So, and then depending on the time of year, try to get him outside for a little while. We love going out and walking. Yeah. That's like our thing. We go to parks. We do trails. Yeah. We do all of that. Obviously, in the winter, that's kind of challenging, but even though Greyson does not mind the cold at all, he loves it. And the kid he ran out when it was Christmas time. We put up the lights outside. He ran out in a diaper when it was no shirt, no 30 degrees else. Out. But he has never gotten sick, so I can't be like, Greyson, come on. They actually, the biomedical doctor said that he uses the cold to calm himself and slow his heart rate, which is pretty amazing. So if he needs that, I allow him to have that. He doesn't get sick, so I mean, can't really argue with him there. Yeah. So build that immune system. Then in the evening, obviously dinner usually has some more yogurts after dinner. We usually let him watch some TV at night, regular TV. The Voice or soccer. He loves soccer. And he loves The Voice. So they're Which we just signed him up for soccer. Yeah, he starts Sunday. We're so excited about it. So it's going to be great. It's going to be interesting. Yeah, we've been practicing with him every day. He practiced today, kicking and all of that. It's so funny because he kicks and then he goes and grabs it with his hand picks it up and gives it to you. I'm like, okay, great, thank you, bud, but don't pick up the ball every time and hand it to your coach. So whatever happens. He's a toddler. Nobody's going to be doing anything. It's going to be fun. So, and I think this is the perfect age. I don't want to wait too long because I feel like certain things there's more challenges that I don't know what his 6 or 7 could look like. Yeah. So, I don't want to wait. Especially with the pandemic and all, it's going to be good to get him out around other kids a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, he was really starting to take a step forward, trying to be social right when the pandemic first started.
I know.
I mean, he was trying to interact with some kids actually at the trampoline park right before the pandemic hit. So, you know, and since he's not going to school, we want to try to get him a little bit of social time. Yeah. With non-adults.
And in the beginning, like when COVID first started, I would be really scared about like him doing this, but like now, I don't know. I just feel like we've made it a year, you know, knock on wood, we're all healthy, thank God, but I have to get him out there sometime because it's just going to hurt him in the long run. So I think now is the time. He's taking an interest in soccer. He's watching kids play that we walk by, like literally wants to jump in the game. So why not? Let's do it. You know, I honestly don't even care if he just does it 1 week and it doesn't work out. I'm not even looking for a refund. I just want him to experience it. So that's it.
Okay. Moving on into our, I guess, nighttime evening routine.
Yeah.
Technical error. So, he doesn't have a strict, specific bedtime.
No.
But I would say normally he's in bed somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock. Sorry.
Yes.
Somewhere between 9 and 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we do have about a half-hour bedtime routine. We take his iPad away about an hour before bed. He gets a pre-bedtime bottle, which consists of his normal supplement, his Instantol, his mineral drops, and then we give him 5-HTP.
Yeah.
Which
is,
explain that.
Yeah, I'm great at explaining that. So turkey, when you eat turkey is tryptophan, 5-HTP. Tryptophan breaks down into 2 ingredients, 5-HTP and
I don't know
whatever, I can't remember right now off the top of my head, but this is already broken down from tryptophan, so it doesn't have to break down, and it's so much better than taking melatonin. Melatonin can be it's all natural melatonin, yes, but the bad thing about melatonin is that when somebody takes it, their body stops making melatonin, and so therefore when you stop taking melatonin, your body is not quite making the same amount, and
so
you constantly need melatonin.
Yeah, you then get the... Yeah.
And we were doing melatonin, like baths and stuff with Epsom salt and the bubble bath and all of that. We stopped that months ago because Greyson started like drinking the water. He's been off that for, I would say, at least maybe
negatively affected.
Maybe 10 months now.
We use the bubbles now, but we don't use the...
We stopped everything
Epsom
completely,
salt.
just water. And now we just went back to bubbles and Epsom salt melatonin. That's different, soaking through the skin. That is completely different than taking an oral form.
Yeah.
That's like just relaxing. And Epsom salt is so good for your muscles and things like that.
So he gets the iPad taken away. The bottle, then he gets in the bath. After the bath, he's gotten such a good routine now that he just literally walks us after we get him dressed right into the other bathroom.
He doesn't go anywhere else. He just goes from our bathroom to his bathroom, brushes his teeth. I sometimes will either stay in the bathroom with him with Sean, or I'll get his bed all ready so I can tuck him in, and then they'll come right in. But he literally walks from our bathroom to his bathroom, brushes his teeth, and then walks right into his bedroom. I mean, he doesn't even stop or like look at anything in his room. He just comes and hops right into bed. I cover him up, and literally within 5 minutes, sometimes not even, he's asleep. I remember the one night, it was like 10 minutes long, and Sean was like, oh my God, it took him forever tonight. It was like 10 minutes. I'm like, babe, you know that like if another parent heard you say that, like some parents, it takes them like an hour or 2 hours to put them to sleep. Like that is nothing. Like we're so lucky in that aspect. I mean, honestly, Greyson is such a good kid. He is so well behaved. Sometimes I think I know we got so lucky with him, but sometimes I feel like he was just so much easier in some ways than if we had a neurotypical. And we talk about this.
It's just it's different.
And yes, and we talk about this a lot, but like we almost say sometimes like we don't know, like, you know, if we had another child and they were neurotypical, like, you know, it's going to be completely different. We're going to have to childproof, like they touch things, like they're bad. So we didn't have that though with Grayson. Yeah. So it was good. We had our challenges and our struggles. But.
Yeah, I mean, I think we used to struggle with him with bedtime, going to sleep. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I think the routine, like, we just decided to start trying it. Like, making it real, like, just a real strict pattern.
Yeah.
Where everything's in the same order all the time.
Yeah.
And since we did that, he's been going to bed so much
better.
And
honestly, I mean, some of my friends know, like, when Grayson was a baby, I literally, like, I went down the shore with my friend Kim for the weekend, and I literally, he was wide awake, and I just went upstairs, put him in his pack and play, walked out, watched him on the camera, and she's like, wait a minute. You just put him up there and he just goes to bed? I'm like, yeah. Like, he just lays down and goes to sleep. Then 2 years ago when I went away on another girl's trip for a bachelorette party, that I left on a Friday and Monday I came back and he never slept through the night again.
Part of it
I think
too was we also were transitioning around that time out of like a more... Well, a little bit before that happened, we transitioned out of a crib and then of like the I don't know what you would call it, like the
toddler bed,
futon
toddler
style,
bed, and then he started
little bar, and because he can climb right out, and then
he started sleeping on his couch.
That was over.
He never slept in the bed again. Yeah. He slept on the on his little Mickey sofa in his bedroom on his floor, and I'm like, listen, if that's what you want to do, no problem. Now he went back to bed. I'd say it's been about 6 months,
I would say like
a year. Yeah. About a year now, that he's been back in his bed and he loves it. I bought this oversized queen blanket and that like was a
bed that's like
game changer.
Like 4 feet wide at the most.
It's the best blanket, but the best thing is that if he wakes up in the middle of the night, he usually comes in and gets me or Sean, and we just need to walk him in his room and he falls right back asleep. But sometimes Sean falls asleep in Grayson's room. So now there's a big enough blanket that everybody can use and not just this little toddler blanket. And, you know, I think that makes Grayson feel like secure and just like smothered all around kind of and safe. Yeah. So I think it's helped. And plus I bought the memory foam, like this thick memory foam, like a good one too. Like last night I laid in there. I'm like, can I fit? Like, I don't know. Like, but it's definitely helped a lot. So he's good with that.
Yeah. So I mean, that's pretty much it. That's
our life.
Normal day in the life of Grayson, kind of his schedule and routine for the day.
Yeah, that's just Grayson, and then we do everything else while doing in between. Yeah, business, working.
So yeah. You know, leave your comments, questions in the comment section. We're going to be doing a Q&A podcast in the next couple weeks.
Yeah. So
we would love and encourage your questions. We want to hear what you guys have on your minds, what questions you might have.
Yeah.
You know, we might even, who knows, we might even take one of them into a full episode if, you know, there's a lot to talk about with a specific topic. So
absolutely, we can have some fun with it. Do some video episodes, answer live questions, you know, things like that. Yeah.
So social media.
So you can find us on Building the Puzzle on Instagram, on Facebook. It's Building the Puzzle also, and we have a page, and a group. I just kind of combine them together, I guess, kind of unknowingly, right? A page.
Yeah. We got the website for Building the Puzzle too.
Yes, buildingthepuzzle.com, and that will be up soon. That's going to be a blog site, and there will be a forum on there for you guys, just so that a lot of people don't like, you know, groups on Facebook and things. This is a more private way, so that if anybody has anything they want to discuss or reach out to other people around the world, just leave your comment, and everybody on the internet will see it, and you'll get some replies, whether that be about help with scheduling or potty training or whatever it may be. You can get different tips.
Anybody can start a new thread on a new topic. Yeah. Not just us. We want to get, you know, the community out there interacting with one another and supporting each other. That's kind of what we started this for. What our goal is,
And do you want to tell them about the up and coming support group call?
Yes, we're gonna have support group calls on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m.
Yes. I'll post something about that. You'll have a code.
We'll be posting the conference call information.
It's not video
on social media and everything. So You know, we're looking forward to that. And then, you know, YouTube channel will be out soon.
Soon. That will be a lot of recording and a lot of our families, I think, getting used to us recording all of the time. That we're not gonna just, you know.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be our life. So, yeah, that's what we're doing, and we'll probably eventually be on BitChute and all of that to expand, you know, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So, if you guys aren't following us again on Facebook, Instagram, or even Greyson and Company Toys, please follow us.
Yeah, share our posts.
Please.
Yeah,
and look out for our live this week.
Yeah, we have this week.
Some fun
we are
giveaways.
launching our podcast.
So exciting!
On Monday.
Oh,
So we're going to be doing an entire launch party week. We're going to have giveaways and different things. We're going to be doing like Monday. We'll be doing a big live show, just kind of hanging out with you guys.
There'll be some things you have to do to win some prizes.
There'll be some prizes,
but really good prizes, guys.
Interactive things,
worth
stuff
it. I'm
like
telling
that. Yeah, and then we'll be launching the first 10 episodes next week.
Yeah, all 10 will be launched.
A lot of stuff. We got some interviews with some parents,
therapists.
We actually have surprise interviews with each other.
We do unexpected questions on the spot interview.
Yeah, so some fun stuff coming at you next week.
Yes.
And we're super excited.
Very excited. It's going to be great.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, we'll be back live later this week, so we'll see you guys soon.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good night.